Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for the comic haul for the 4th week of June. My goodness, time is flying and it won't be long and I'll have the 5th week of June one up. Okay, moving into some things I got this week at my LCS, plus a couple other places that I went to in the city. So I think first things first, I'll cover what I got at the other places first before I am covering the stuff that I'll be reviewing on the channel. So this weekend I ended up going to Dimox and I got a bit of a special there. And well, not much of a special, but I saw these on shelf and I have heard good things about them. I do actually have the first 2 volumes of Soul Eater, but with the Soul Eater Perfect Edition coming out, it's a great way for me to collect the series, especially if I can't find it in singles. So, for first things first, there is Soul Eater. Now, to those who know of Soul Eater would also know that Atsuki Okubo has also written Fire Force, or is the creator of Fire Force, which I do actually have that on shelf in the singles. And last but not least, Vagabond, which was a recommendation actually from one of the staff members a long time ago, to which I dropped into Dimox. And of course there's my receipt. Moving into the next thing, Bloody Monday through Minotaur in the City. Now, if you happen to live in Australia, definitely check out their websites and get yourself a bargain or two. And finally, time to move into my main comic haul for my LCS. So, of course, a big thanks to All Star Comics. If you happen to live in Australia, check them out. Oh, pity I don't have that card out. But they do have a options, which if you go to their website, you get 10% off anything that you buy there. So these are some of the things that I got through my main LCS. First things first, let's go to the manga. In regards to the manga there, we have Orient, Volume 9. Apparently there are delays on Volume 8, so it might actually be coming out in the next month, in July, so I'll have to either go through my LCS and get it, or go through somewhere else to get it. Blue Lock, Volume 1. Moving into Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 16. And the other one that I also got was Perfect World, Volume 11. Now, I did mention to them when I was talking to them online that if they happen to have Volume 10, even in second hand, I'll pick it up. Well, good news, they did happen to have it in second hand. And there was also another manga which I picked up in second hand as well. And that was Classmates, Volume 4. I've read up to Volume 3 in the series, and Volume 5 is coming out soon. And of course, last but not least, Volume 10. Now, moving into the comics that I will not be reviewing on the channel, but I will be reading them in the background. First things first, we have Something is Killing the Children by James Tynion. We have We Only Find Them When They're Dead by Al Ewing. Radiant Red. Of course, we have Nightwing. I'm sure when you see this week's reviews that Nightwing, or when Nightwing was normally reviewed on the channel, considering how terrible Tom Taylor's writing has been, it has actually lost that position. But you know what? Its position is taken over by something way better. So, of course, we have World's Finest plus the variant. I also have another variant which also turned up for me, which I didn't have a couple of weeks ago, which was a Shadow War Omega variant. We have Wrong Earth. We've got Punisher or Journal Blitz. Also Milestones in History. And if you want to really check out something interesting, pick up these Artist Elite comics. Because these Artist Elite comics actually are done like from story to actual artists that are working on stories. So if anything, it's like a bit of a preview of sort as to some of the projects that they're working on. And the last one that I picked up, there was something that was covered by Dexter Soy. And I'd really like to get it through my LCS. Now, I don't know if there's going to be anything in this particular Artist Elite comic that I might want to get. Now, I've seen a few things in it already that do somewhat have my interest that I also might want to get from my LCS. Now, in the other one, there was the Artist Elite Red, Artist Elite Blue. I think this one's the red one. The other one that I had before was the blue. And they just give you just a bit of a hint as to what some of these storytellers that are in this that are going to be putting out. Definitely pick this up. It will give you more of an indication of what some of the indie writers are going to put out there. With the Dexter Soy one, he's planning on putting out a comic called Red Ronin. And I would be interested in picking that up. Alright, now it's time to move to the comics that I will be reviewing this week. Alright, first things first, we have the latest issue of Flash. Woohoo! Yes, Jeremy Adams is the storyteller that has basically kicked Tom Taylor out from his position. Moving into some indie comics that I'll be reviewing on the channel. That's right. We have Samurai Sonya. I've had a bit of a read of it online. I think it's an okay start for the character, but I wouldn't quite call it a strong start for the character yet. For what the story writer is actually doing with the character so far. We have Rogue Sun. Pick this series up. It is worth the buy. In fact, I'm waiting for the trade paperback for it to come out. In other words, I'm hyped to see how this goes for the first 6 issues. We have Moon Knight issue 12, which will also be reviewed on the channel, and also the Joneses 305. And moving into last but not least, I was meant to be getting a variant cover with this, but it looks like it got delayed. But I've still got the main one here, to which I will review. I'll try to show the variant cover as well, so I can give a rating on it as well on the channel. Well, and last but not, I did already show that, and that was the receipt. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.